Here we have for sale our one owner from new 2018 on a 68 plate Volkswagen Transporter T6. This is the T32, which means it's got a 3.2 ton gross vehicle weight. This is the Highline 5-seater Kombi, and it is short wheelbase with 150 brake horsepower and accompanied with a 6-speed manual gearbox. And of course this is the Euro 6 diesel. And what we're going to do in this video is have a little walk around. I'll show you the spec that you get on a Highline Kombi of this age. There's of course a few bits and bobs which have been added to this particular model which set this one apart from many others, and we'll also talk you through the ownership, service history, and of course the condition of this model as it is currently available for sale at the time of recording. So starting here, as we always do, at the rear of the van, we can see that this one has got the rear glazed tailgate. So a tailgate is one door which opens up like so, glazed meaning it has got the rear window there. Now the first thing which has been changed on this particular example is we've got black badges, and I really think when you tie that in with a number of the other elements on here like the black wheels and sidebars, it just all comes together very, very nicely. The other thing which has been added, of course, is the rear spoiler as well, of course just adding to that sporty look at the back of the van. On the Highline Kombi, you get a number of elements color-coded, so that includes the bumpers, the handles, and you can also see here that in this rear bumper we have got parking sensors there nicely integrated into the rear bumper. If we open up the tailgate, we can then start to have a look inside the back. So the tailgates are on these nice gas struts as well, which makes it very easy to open that big door. Looking inside then, you can just see how clean and tidy this particular example is. Very much the same with the bodywork, and you'll see that as a theme throughout this vehicle. It is in exceptional condition, a real credit to its previous owner. So as standard, they will come with these grey panels like so on the sides and as I say on the back of the tailgate. And again, these are quite prone to marks, and so it's very nice to see one like this which hasn't got any excessive marking. Same with the inner wheel arches there, in fantastic order, and these rear pillars there. That is the correct placement for the toolkit, so you get the jack and the wheel brace and things there, but people do often move them as well if they get all this carpeted and whatever you would like to do with them. Also in a Kombi you get this nice, it's like a rubber floor, and you can see there is some give in that as well, so it doesn't absolutely kill your knees when you crawl in there to go and get something. Plenty of tie down points in the back as well, and of course we've got those quick release Kombi seats which I will talk you through in just a second when we go around to the side. And you also get that plastic, sorry not the plastic, the grey sort of cardboard lining. You get that throughout the head lining as well, with a couple of load lights in the back. But as I say, the thing that really strikes me with this example is just how clean and tidy it is. And if we have a good look here at that tailgate as well, again, condition is absolutely spot on. Top of that bumper there, again, these are very prone to sort of marks on top of that bumper where people are loading things in and out, but clearly this has not done any heavy use. It looks like it's just been used as a car, to be honest with you, its entire life. Looking then down the passenger side, and again, extremely straight and clean. It's got a lovely gloss to it, the paintwork, and as I say, looking very nice and clean indeed. You'll also notice that this particular example is slightly lowered, so it's been lowered on, as I say, lowering springs. I don't know by exactly how much, but not a massive amount. It's not excessively low or anything like that, but I do think it just adds to the stance of the vehicle, and I think it allows the wheels to sit nicer in the wheel arches as well. Very subtle change, probably not a cheap change when it was done, but I think it really does add to it in this sporty look which is going on here. We've also got the very, very nice gloss black 18-inch Wolf Race alloy wheels, which have all been freshly refurbished, and we've got 4 brand new tyres as well on this particular van, so you've got nothing to worry about there. And you've also got these lovely black sidebars as well. Let's open up the side loading door and have a look at those Kombi seats that we mentioned. So this particular example has got the optional extra of a 2+1 rear seating configuration. Now that is preferred in a lot of cases because you can of course operate these two sets of seats completely independently of the other one. So on the 2+1, to start off with, you get this little handle just here which gives you some access into the back very quickly, but you've also then got these little cloth tabs here. If you give that a pull, you can then fold the seats down like so. If you look on the full advert on our website, Bridgend Vans, you'll actually see a picture that I've taken from this angle here of all three of those seats folded down. Once they are then in this position, you can very quickly remove these from the vehicle altogether. So on the back of here, again, there's a couple of tabs on there which you can just see. Give those a pull, it releases it from the floor. So without exaggeration, within 30 seconds, you can have all three of those seats out of the vehicle to go from a 5-seater Combi van into a full-size short wheelbase transporter in the back. So very, very versatile, and as I say, that is why one of the reasons why Combis are so popular is because they really are the best of both worlds. You've also then in the back here, just other things to mention, these seats are ISOFIX compatible, so perfect for carrying kids in the back of here, and these side windows are opening, so the factory windows like so are flush, so you can always tell that with whether it's factory glass or whether it's been added afterwards. So it's a flush side window, and as I say, they do slide open as well. And again, condition in the back of here is absolutely spot on. The step, floor, back of those front seats, all in fantastic order. The headlining, it's really difficult to fault this van in any way really. Only thing I have actually seen on it, there is a very small little dent just here underneath the door handle, but other than that, it is, as I say, very, very difficult to fault. Open up the passenger door then, first look inside the cab. The passenger door card there, all in lovely order. This is actually a bin which comes with a VW transporter, so handy for little plastic straws and things like that. Looking at the dashboard, all in really good order. You can see that we have got the original book pack there in the leather wallet. You can of course turn the passenger airbag off if you were going to have a child seat in the front of here. And then looking at the front seats, we've got twin armrests on both front seats. A fantastic feature, makes it very, very comfortable to travel in as a passenger. Sorry about the cards blowing around there, we'll move those in just a second. Looking then, I wanted to show you this. We've got some service history here, so it's very recently just been serviced with VW. That was on the 29th of the 10th 21, and you can see here the full service history breakdown. So you can see it was serviced at 13,000 miles here. That was with a VW dealer, and then, as I say, that most recent one there with the same VW dealer, and that was in, as I say, the end of October 21 at 21,400 miles. So that's very, very nice. And if we go to the next page, this is the most recent MOT. So again, MOT'd here until the 28th of October 2022. So really is fantastic to see that the vehicle, even though it's got very low miles, it's lovely to see that it has been maintained in this way. Moving back then to a bit of spec on this vehicle, so you get colour-coded wing mirrors on the Highline, and as I mentioned, colour-coded front bumper. This one, as you can see here, has had this red streamer fitted to it, which I think actually ties. I think actually looks really, really nice. When I first saw it, I wasn't too sure, but now looking at it, as I say, it really has grown on me, and I think it sets it off really nice. Of course, you could change that if you wanted to a chrome or a black one, if you weren't such a fan, but I think it looks really nice. Again, looking at the front here, there's no excessive stone chipping or anything like that. Of course, you're going to find the odd one here or there, but I mean, as I say, that is being highly critical, and it is in really, really good order. You've got front fog lights as well on a Highline as standard. As I say, all looking very nice, and there's a look at that black front badge there again, which, as I say, just ties in the black elements like the wheels, the sidebars, etc. Looking at the driver's side, fantastic condition here. We're looking into direct sunlight here, so it really would show up any dings or dents, but it is looking really, really nice. Camera's not liking that. It's not liking to focus on direct sunlight on the white side of the white van. But if there's anything I can see, I will gladly point it out to you, but it's looking very, very clean and tidy. Now let's open up the driver's door and start to have a look inside the cab here. So as you can see, the floor is in fantastic order. Same goes with the step here. On top of the driver's door, we have electric windows, we have electric heated mirrors. All that comes as standard on the Highline. Looking at the driver's seat, you can see we've got height adjustability here. And again, you have got twin adjustable armrests, so you can adjust them using this little roller just there. Looking at the steering wheel, we've got the leather multifunctioning steering wheel. So on the right hand side here, this is where you can control the onboard computer. And then on the left hand side, you've got your cruise control and volume controls for the radio as well. Looking at the dashboard, 21,947 miles, so fantastic low miles. You can see we've got 2 full remote keys with the vehicle, auto activated lights and wipers, again all as standard. And then looking here into the middle, we've got the 6-speed manual gearbox, because this one is the 150 brake horsepower model, so very, very nice to see that. Air conditioning comes as standard on a Highline, as well as heated windscreen, a USB port just there, SD card slot here, and an AUX port there as well, so multiple ways to get your music into the van if you want to play music through it. DAB radio on here as well, and if I just quickly jump in and put the vehicle into reverse, like so, you'll see you get the parking sensor display just there as well. But as I say, what really strikes me with this particular vehicle is just how clean and tidy it is. It is in absolutely stunning order throughout. It really has clearly been impeccably maintained, as you can see from the service history, and as I say, being one owner from new. So just to summarise, as I mentioned, one owner from new, Volkswagen Transporter T6. This is a T32 with a 2-litre TDI engine, 150 brake horsepower, short wheelbase, 5-seat Highline Kombi. All the usual Combi, Highline Kombi spec, which is things like air conditioning, colour-coded bumpers and mirrors, auto-activated lights and wipers, cruise control, etc, etc, heated windscreen. But also this has got the lovely, freshly refurbished 18-inch gloss black alloy wheels, rear spoiler, sidebars, slightly lowered, and you've also got that red streamer on the front there, so all added afterwards, but I really think enhances the look of the vehicle. Fantastic low miles, full VW service history, MOT until the end of October 2022 as well. But a fantastic opportunity there. If you would like to inquire on this particular vehicle, feel free to give us a call on either of the numbers listed here at the bottom of the sign. We can arrange finance on all of our vehicles, this one included of course, with rates starting as low as 7.9% APR, so very, very competitive in terms of vehicle finance. We can also arrange finance for private individuals, as probably this previous owner was, or even for limited companies as well. So a lot of people tend to use these vehicles, company directors use these vehicles effectively as their cars, so we can arrange finance for limited companies as well, again with very competitive rates. And we can also take cars or vans in part exchange as well. Sorry if there's a bit of wind noise here, it's very windy today. And we can also deliver our vehicles nationwide. We do a lot of that. We recently delivered a Transporter, black Transporter, not dissimilar to this, as far as Newcastle. That was done earlier in the week, so we do a lot of deliveries. So by all means get in touch if you have any delivery inquiries as well. Thank you very much for watching.